good, Taurus? I'm gonna do a March overall reading for you. Um, let's see what comes through. I know we already started March, but you know, um, yeah, it's barely beginning, so there's plenty of I'm sure there's plenty of things you could get from this reading still, right? Okay, so any message for Taurus for March? Also, if you want to book a reading, a psychic reading, not a tarot reading, the link will be in the description. Oh wow, opposition. I know this card has came out before. Balance. Wow. Relates, mirrors, interacts, confronts, makes conscious, manifests, disciplines, conflicts with, tests, objectifies, calls out. Wow. So are you dealing with someone that's like a mirror to you? Excuse me. Maybe there's a lesson in that, right? Or there'll be someone that you're gonna be dealing with that. If you're aware, so maybe I'm bringing you that awareness right now is like a mirror to you, and they're meant to teach you a lesson, right, or something, right? There's gonna be some kind of dynamic where something's gonna be, and that's their in this moment. That's gonna be kind of their purpose. If you're getting frustrated at it, I think it's gonna be asking you to, to look inside and be like, wow, if you don't like that, well, that's kind of what you do. You know what I mean? So that's very interesting. Wow. So it looks like it's gonna be a month of lessons, but let's see. Maybe it's not just about lessons. Let me see. Dark Goddess, what message do you have for Taurus? Wow. Bravery? Is there gonna be a Sekhmet bravery? Maybe you're connected with, that's a cat, right? Lion, cat, the Ankh, right? Sekhmet. So I take it she must be Egyptian, right? All right, let's see what Sekhmet wants to tell you to be brave. So maybe it is brave to look like. I remember this movie, That Never Ending Story, and one of the obstacles is like Atreyu, right? I don't know if you guys know The Never Ending Story. Check it out. It has a lot of like, it's a really good movie if you look at it, even now, right? Understanding spiritual things, right? Like one of the tests he has to do is to confront himself in the mirror, right? The hero of the story. Segment. And then right now I'll pull some tarot after this one. Sek. Sekhmet, bravery. Myth. Sekhmet is the Egyptian goddess of war, wraith, and healing. She breathes fire, and her hot breath represents the fierce desert winds. She is both a bringer of plagues and a goddess of healing. That's funny, right? Like the opposition, the mirror. That's pretty interesting. She is both a bringer of goddess of healing. Once Sekhmet became so enraged with humanity that she decided to slaughter them all. Her fury terrified the other gods, so Ra was sent to stop her. He poured out a beer mixed with pomegranate juice to resemble blood in her path. She drank herself into a stupor, and upon awaking, her rage had lifted. Sekhmet is usually depicted as a lioness or woman with a lion's head crowned with a solar disc encircled with an upright cobra. I don't know about that. I don't know if you need a drink to calm down or what, but it's an interesting story. Meaning, you have the fierceness of a lion inside of you. Let Sekhmet inspire you to utilize your strength, power, and bravery. Use your heartfelt intensity to empower both yourself and those around you. There are people, ideas, and projects that will greatly benefit from your leadership and example. Be confident in your abilities, and you'll shift the current chaos into a sacred and protected space. Wow, that's a beautiful message. I like it. Right? So, there's people that look up to you. So I think that's a very valuable lesson. If there is someone right now sent to teach you about the mirror, right? Like that there's things that you do that you probably don't realize it. Um, a good leader will hold themselves accountable, right? So if there are people that you inspire, well, you know, making yourself accountable wouldn't be a bad thing, right? Because then you learn more, right? You can fix that stuff. Oh, wow, look at that. Ace of Cups. Mm, You know, look at that. Well, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, abundance, happy new starts, starting a new relationship, romance. Oh, maybe it's gonna be that, right? But who knows? Maybe at first it might seem like there's things you don't like, but maybe it's not a bad thing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll clarify right now. It says love, right? New starts with someone, socializing, celebrations. And it talks about fertility. So if you don't want to have a bun in the oven, then, or, put a bun in the oven, then just be careful at this point because maybe it's a time where you can get, and look at how that dove is flying right into the cup. Like, obviously, it kind of reminds you of that. So, or reminds me of that. So, the crown chakra. So it's a spiritual time, and that's probably why there's that spiritual lesson, right, of the mirror and everything. So let's see what else wants to come up. That's interesting, right? So I guess there is abundance coming your way as long as you. Well, let's see what they want to say. Okay, so any other? Oh, wow, the world. So something's coming, right? So that's why it's funny, right? Starting something new, something's finishing, right? And hopefully you got the lessons from it. The world, right? That's basically you completed a whole journey, right? It's the last of the major arcana, right? You completed the whole fool's journey. That's what pretty much this whole tarot story is about, right? Um, so there's really no stopping it, right? It's all about you're starting the new journey, right? Um, whether it be in love, career, whatever, something new is starting, right? Maybe you haven't even started yet. Maybe that's what this March energy is gonna be for you, right? But I mean, this is your card, right? This is Taurus, a Taurus card, right? But it also has all the fixed signs, right? Aquarius, um, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, right? But it's guaranteed success. Maybe having, taking a trip, buying new lands, buying a house, changing residence, but it even says being acknowledged at work, right? So maybe a promotion, right? Promotion, stepping up into something new, right? So, you know, you could stall yourself, right? If if you don't acknowledge that thing. See, now that's when things get tricky because there's no stopping the world, right? It's done. It's done. But if you don't want to acknowledge that and you could get yourself stuck and that's when towers hit, right? To get you to move, right? So let's see what else wants to come out for Taurus and then we'll end it, right? Because I think the message is pretty clear, right? Starting something new. Wow, looking. And I talked about, taking a trip and this and that. So it's hopeful, right? And this has to do with the heart, right? Heart chakra, you know. Maybe you finally learned a lesson from something, right? Like, look at it's taking whatever you got and beginning this new adventure, right? Maybe you do have kids, right? Like, see, it looks like, it's a woman with her kid traveling. Aquarius. Aquarius. Maybe you were dealing with an Aquarius. I don't know. Dejar algo atrás, leaving something behind. Calm after the storm. Overcoming like difficulties. Looking for something better, progressing, right? Continuing on, stability. Being like asking for help, it says. So if you need to ask for help, ask for it. Or maybe that's what you did. And that's why you're being acknowledged at work because maybe you asked for a raise and bam, you got it. Something, right? And it talks about going on vacation and the world's about possibly even, moving, right? So, but look it says maybe, right? So you still have a choice, but like I said, it's almost like you could try to stall yourself, but then that's when towers will hit, right? So even though it says maybe, I think it's just as call the transition is gonna go as hard as you make it, right? It's already in effect. It's up to you. That's why I think it's like, quizás, maybe, right? Because I think, of course, like, right? You can be that stubborn, right? And you are a fixed sign. So you can be that stubborn that you're just not listening to the spirit world, the universe creator, ancestors. Maybe everyone's already telling you like it's done, but you're just not, so that's why the maybe, right? Or especially it could be towards something that's really going to make you happy, right? The heart chakra, but it's a maybe because it's your choice at the end of the day, right? So I think it's clear that's going to be the message for March, right? It is it's going to enter into Aries season, the first zodiac sign. Um, so it's new beginnings, everything, right? I think perfect message for now. So that's the overall message for March. Give it a thumbs up if it resonates, or just give it a thumbs up anyways because it doesn't cost you nothing and it helps out the algorithm, right? And let me know in the comment section if it resonated. If you want to book a reading, the link is in the description for a psychic reading, not tarot reading. I think I already said that. And that's it. All right. Thank you. Hope you're all well. Thank you, Taurus. Peace.